Hi everybody, welcome to Garden Jargon. I am Michelle and I thank you for coming to my channel. I'm going to talk to you today about something called hardening off your plants. Hardening off your plants is a term that I never heard of before once I started gardening. I saw it on videos, I read about it, I tried it a couple times, I didn't try it a couple times, and it was pretty detrimental to me not doing it. So I wanted to share it with you today because some of you are buying seedling plants from independent growers, and I sell plants myself. Also, you're getting plants from greenhouses, or you're getting your plants from like big box stores. To my knowledge, big box stores like the Home Depots, the Lowe's, the Menards, they harden off their plants before they actually bring them over to the stores. So you don't really need to worry about those as much as when you purchase seedlings start from a farmer's market or an independent person selling them on Facebook. It's a question you want to ask them if they're hardening off their plants. All hardening off is teaching this little plant that's been growing under artificial light in a temperature controlled environment in your home or in this person's home. This plant needs to be acclimated to the outside environment before you can actually just take it home and throw it in the ground. You have to consider this plant to be like a baby infant that was just born, and then you take it outside without any clothes in the summertime and put it in the sun. Same thing with the plants. These little seedlings need to be hardened off. So you basically need to put sunscreen on them by hardening them off. All this entails, I have to say, being a gardener and starting seeds starting plants from seeds, this is probably the hardest step. No, not the hardest step. It's the most time-consuming, tedious step. But it's so worth it to keep these guys alive. These plants are going to feed us, so we need to give them a little love and attention in the beginning stages so that they learn how to walk, so we can put them in our garden. So hardening off is taking the seedling, when it's big enough like this to be in a pot and it's standing up and it's got some pretty substantial growth on it, and you put it outdoors in the beginning of the day where the sun is low outside, and putting it in direct sun in the elements of the temperatures. Today's 55 degrees, it's sunny, blue skies, or in the evening, the early part of the evening, like 6 or 7 right now, where the sun can touch it, but the sun's not going to scald it at like 12 or 1. You put it outside for like an hour the first day. Set your timer on your phone and bring it back inside. The next day you do the same exact thing, but you put it outside for like an hour and a half in the same time of the day, in the morning or in the evening. You don't want to do it in the direct sun during the day, like midday, where it's the hottest that it could possibly be. You want to do it to where the sun is not as tough. It does not matter if you bring this out and put it underneath a poly high tunnel or a little greenhouse. It still needs to be exposed to direct sunlight, not on a greenhouse and not underneath a poly tunnel or anything like that. It needs to have the wind blowing it. It's going to make this stalk stick sturdier. It's going to give those leaves, once you feel them when they're in your house, they're nice and paper thin. But once you harden these plants off from indoors to outdoors over the course of a week and doing a little bit more, 30 more minutes every day, this plant will be strong enough to be planted in the ground. Now, last year I grew plants and I had a plant sale, and I probably had 5 or 6 people come to my house and they bought plants from me, and they were complaining that they will never start seeds again because they just all died. And I asked them what happened, and both of them said to me, 3 of them said, we grew plants in our windows, they grew beautiful just like the ones we're buying from you, we planted them in the ground and they died. Well, guess what? I asked them if they hardened off their plants, and they had no idea what I was talking about. So I hope this video helps somebody. I hope this video helps you. Look on YouTube about how to harden off your plants. You're going to find tons of videos out there because, like I said, seed starting indoors is a lot of time invested. If we can just give them one more week of our attention, we're going to give them the opportunity to produce food for us and stay strong and healthy. Why not? We gave so much time to start them from a seed. Like, these tomatoes have been in here since 2011. It's 4/14 today. So I've been caring for these for 2 months already. I think that I'm going to harden them off so that they don't die when I get them in the ground. So harden off your plants, guys. It's so important. It is tedious. Trust me, I don't like to carry trays and trays and trays of plants inside and outside for a week. I don't want to do that, but I have to make sure that these plants survive when we put them in the ground. So I hope this video helps you today. I hope you learned something from it, and I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please like and share, because somebody else out there is going to need this knowledge. I appreciate it. God bless you. Until the next video.